So, Berto, I just wanted to do kind of a casual episode in which we talk about a number of things and maybe play some games, maybe trivia games. I'm not sure if we have time for that. What do you say?
I think it sounds wunderbar.
This is the Psychology in Seattle podcast. I am your host, Dr. Kirk Honda. Who are you, Berto?
My name is Humberto Castañeda, and I practice the Orange Crush.
So, I just want to tell a story for no reason other than I just want to tell this story because it happened to me recently, and it's not a long story, but I was babysitting a cat that I love. Her name is Azula, named after one of the Avatar characters, and I call her Meal Pops.
It's after Ghostbusters. Zool.
Well, Zool, yeah. Did you ever watch Avatar, the cartoon?
Oh, I see. You're talking about... Oh, good. Thank you. I thought you meant Avatar, the movie.
Oh.
The blue movie.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode and really liked it, and I've unfortunately not made time to keep watching, but I liked it.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Although I watched maybe the first 5 episodes, and I just found that the form of Japanese anime is just... There are certain versions of it that just aren't really for me. There's a certain style or language that... of emotion, I think, in particular. People talk about it. It's an amazing story. And I've probably watched more summaries of it and analyses of the excellent writing. Which,
I heard there was a bad movie by Shyamalan.
Right, which is not...
Okay.
And I've watched breakdowns of the movie as well and just why it doesn't work and how they completely screwed up. I think there was even a show that they made, but... I've heard from these analyses that they completely missed the point of the story, which a lot of these remakes will do. Anyway, point is that I call her Meal Pops because there was this viral video that was going around like 5 or 6 years ago of this singer would be like, it's a Russian cereal and it's called Meal Pops, like Pops. Yeah, I don't know. And the song goes, Meal Pops, zoo, 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 or something like that. And because her name is Azula and we'd call her Zuzu,
then you're like...
Then I'm like, so I call her Meal Pops. Anyway, point is that I love her and I'm always, hanging out with her and playing games. And she's a pretty mellow cat. She's not like obnoxious. But she has the most sharpest claws of any cat I've ever... When she's just walking across the room, she'll catch her... And they're long. She'll be catching her claws like on the carpet and stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
And from experience, I have a really hard time getting the motivation to try to trim the nails of cats because my previous cats were so of the street. I mean, literally, they were picked up from the streets of Beirut, Lebanon. And because of this... streak of their feralness, they would not allow that to happen.
Oh my gosh.
And I tried everything, that people, just wrap them up in a towel and say, no. Like these cats are notoriously able to get out of restraints and stuff. And so I just gave up trying with them and just said, well, occasionally I'm just going to get scratched when I play with them. Right. And with Meal Pops, I was similar. And so,
but Meal Pops has deadly Wolverine claws.
Right. Just like the most sharpest, longest claws. And she's not an aggressive cat. So it doesn't really come into play. But when she's going for it, then you just have to watch out. Anyway, so I like to pick her up. And she's sort of like I'd hold her like a baby, you know what I mean? Cats don't really love it, but if I pet her in a certain way, she starts purring and she's into. And as long as I'm really petting her and her, her chin and her head, and she's purring, and then she's sort of distracted by the fact that I'm holding her like a baby and getting my needs met. I'm meeting her. It's a mutual thing. Well. When I do this, I have this technique of holding her, if you can imagine I'm holding like a baby and with one hand, I have that hand behind her head and I'm scratching her chin and her head and stuff and she's purring. With my other hand, I'm sort of supporting her body, but I'm also using my thumb, if you can sort of visualize this, to hold her arm down because, if she gets a little frustrated, she'll not swipe at me with her claws, but she'll just kind of push off and her claws are so sharp that
it'll just cut.
Yeah. And I don't mind being cut, but being cut on the face means that when I make reaction videos, I have to like explain like what's wrong.
Why you're bleeding profusely.
You know what I mean?
You can't say it's shaving accidents every time.
Yeah. So there's that. And also just like, you just don't want to get scratched. But, and the older I get, the longer I recover.
To heal?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like see this scratch on my hand?
Yeah.
That was from my dog.
Oh.
And I don't know how long ago it was. Maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and it's still red.
And it's still there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
So you remember Tara, the cat I had after? Yeah. Okay. So when she was still little,
she had sharp claws too.
she did, and this left permanent scars in my legs because at night I turn off the light in the bathroom and I'm heading to bed, and all of a sudden I hear on the rug like and snatch, and it's basically like she was hunting in the Serengeti or something. Jumps up and grabs with both claws on my leg and bites, and I'd be like ah, and she'd leave these deep wounds that some of them left permanent scars. So I can feel your pain.
Yeah, the thing about Tara was that she liked to be rubbed on her belly. She would roll on her back and she would purr, but then a line would get crossed.
Yes.
And then
We're done.
and then she would dig into your arm. And I over time learned that the signs that she was turning the corner. And she was a fat cat, so her belly was very lovable. Yeah.
Because she was an indoor cat that didn't almost no exercise during the day because she just went under a bed instead. Whereas Tiger Lily, who was a feral outdoor cat, she never attacked. I don't remember. Certainly not me. I don't remember.
She wasn't feral, Tiger Lily.
Well, okay, fine, but she was. She
liked to go outside.
She would bring dead animals, but when I was petting her, she never attacked me. She was always very calm. Yeah.
So I am doing this baby love with Meal Pops, and I failed to lock her arm down. And all she did was just sort of reach up very gently, and she sunk one of her claws directly into my eye.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. By the way, you might want to skip forward like 5 or 10 minutes if you don't like this kind of gore, but it's going to get a little gory.
When was this?
This is like a month ago.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe your eye is still in place.
So skipping forward, I don't have any permanent damage, but in the moment, Berto.
Oh my God.
So it's also late at night. It's like 1 a.m. And Stacy's in bed and so I'm trying to be quiet, right? But again, I just want to paint a picture. She's not scratching. She's just and she's just kind of pushing, and her claws are naturally just always kind of out. And the way it felt was it was like directly right in the middle of my eye. and it was just like I don't know, like there are sci-fi shows that have this like a laser thing,
and you see that
where it just cuts without any resistance.
Yeah.
You know, and it just goes hunk, and I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, and I put the cat down, and I'm like, oh, you know, and it hurts, and I open my eye, and everything is blurry.
Oh my God!
Like I can't see now. I have contacts in.
Yeah.
Which might have helped me, kind of. Who knows? But
that's true.
But it there was this big, very blurry spot, right? In the 80%.
So your first assumption is you've lost vision in one eye.
Yeah, I'm like, I am permanently blind or at least heavily impaired, and I started just laughing because I'm thinking I knew I needed to hold her arm down.
Oh no!
And that was so stupid. You know, similar to the hubris of pogoing off my head last year. And I'm just thinking, how dumb! What a dumb thing to happen. But I'll tell you, for whatever reason, my health anxiety just didn't really kick in on this issue,
which is interesting.
Yeah, you know, I could see my future where I have one working eye and one not, and I'm like, you know, there are worse things in life.
Sure.
But anyway, I am.
Pirates did it.
Yeah, and so Cyclops did it. So I go to the bathroom and I'm trying to tend to my eye. You know, I'm trying to assess the damage. You know, and I can only see with my other eye. I'm looking in the mirror, and it's all kind of messed up. And so I'm like, I should take my contact out. So I take my contact out, and here's the gory part.
Oh my God.
A pool of blood. Like a lot of blood.
Oh my God. Is this the movie Substance?
And maybe other liquid. I'm not sure, but it was disturbing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I pull out my contact, just like, not just like dabbing of blood, like a
gore.
gush. Yeah. Not like a lot, but like a lot of blood.
Well, you don't want to see, let's start with it. You don't want to see any blood in your contact lens. Let's just start with that.
Yeah.
If I see a drop of blood, I'm like, I'm dying.
Right. So that was not pleasant.
Ooh.
And I throw away the contact, and then I thought, well, that might be a good thing, because infection wise, like if you immediately bleed, it'll push out whatever got pushed in.
But cats' claws are so clean.
Right. That was the other thought I had, is that cats are, she might have literally just got out of the litter box 10 minutes earlier. Who knows? So I'm looking in the mirror, and it's still blurry, and I'm kind of laughing, and I'm like, do I go? And I'm thinking, do I go to the hospital? And I'm like, well, what are they going to do? They're not going to like replace my eye. Antibiotics.
We have the technology.
Yeah, antibiotics maybe. They would, it seems like, I don't know, but it seems like the sort of category of injury where they'd say, go home and then we'll reassess in the morning, kind of a thing. And if there's damage, then maybe there's something we can do down the line. So I just thought, there's probably not a reason to go to the ER. Like, what are they going to do? They're not going to suture it up or anything. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, fuck. It's all blurry. But now I have my contact out, and I'm almost blind without my contact.
Right, so now you don't even know what's what, because it could have just been one thing, but now you also don't have your contact.
But without my contacts, I do have a zone where everything is crystal clear. It's very close. I'm very nearsighted.
Oh, sure. I have that too, yeah.
So I'm looking at things close, and it's still very, very blurry. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, you stupid idiot.
Oh, no.
Like, what? You knew you didn't think this would happen, but you knew it was a risk, and you didn't use that thumb hook to hold her arm down. That was all you needed to, and you played fast and loose, and you get the prize. Long story short, from that point forward, I go to bed on it. I wake up, everything's fine.
Oh,
yeah.
It just needed to rest.
Yeah. I think I had internal bleeding that was causing the blurriness. And I also learned subsequently that your eye is one of, if not the most fastest healing thing in your body.
All right. Well, I have a confession to make. In reality, the reason your eye was fine the next morning is because what actually happened in the first timeline is we met up because you were freaking out. And actually, your eye got worse the next day.
Wait, so this is like another universe?
No. I used the primer box. I actually went back, and the day before, I reminded you subconsciously, like I whispered in your ear while you were sleeping, use the thumb, Kirk. And you did, and that way you weren't injured.
So this is like a Mandela thing.
Yeah.
So I remember why?
You remember because I forgot to reset the other box, and it's complicated. It's quantum. It's quantum.
Yeah.
It's nanotech.
So what's the moral of the story, Berto?
Use the thumb, Kirk. Well, if you have a pattern that you use for a good reason, why throw it away on a whim? Like, use the pattern, use the system. Yeah. Systems are there for a reason.
Let's take a break. All right, we're back from the break. Let's do an OPP, Berto.
OPP.
These people they are upper tier patrons at the mug level or higher, and they have also been around a long time.
Wow.
I've already listed in a previous episode up to Marissa from Albuquerque. Now we're at Vicky from God knows where.
Oh.
She's an upper tier patron, and she has been a patron since 2021. We also have Anita, who has been, I think, given the denomination of funds, maybe from Britain, not sure, since 2021. Jamie since 2021.
Nice.
Nora from God knows where. It's funny, like, of the people that tend not to make their address visible to me, they tend to be more upper tier patrons. But ironically, upper tier patrons get swag.
So you have to send
Yeah, so Stacy will DM them on Patreon and say, hey, if you want swag, if you want the mug or whatever we send out, we got to get your address. And so anyway, we also have Nora from God Knows Where, 2021. Jessica is from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Whoa.
Since 2021. Raymond from somewhere where they use euros. So I think Raymond might actually be from the Netherlands. I don't know if I'm doxing him.
Everybody loves him, by the way.
That's true. Since 2021. Anna, since 2021. Oh, Anna. Anna Kendrick.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
But not the Anna Kendrick.
It's the Anna Kendrick.
It's not the Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
No, there's someone that's the same name.
I can't go into why, but I know it to actually be the
I know. Well, we had already discussed that Anna was listening or watching the show.
Yeah.
Because something, and someone mentioned that or whatever. But I can't believe that it's the Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
It's, oh, man.
She's been top tier, the highest tier, annual patron since 2021.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, my God. Okay.
And Stacy listened to an interview with her on The Armchair with Dak.
Dak Shepard.
I want to say, or Dax Shepard.
Dax.
Right. And said that Anna talks about having been in an abusive relationship like a number of years ago.
Yeah.
And how maybe she started listening to the podcast because of that. I don't know. She's a very psychologically oriented person. She's been through a lot of therapy. But I was like, oh, so I actually went on my podcast app and downloaded like 12 different episodes of Anna Kendrick being on various different podcasts.
Okay.
Just to like, I'm just like, oh, I was just kind of curious. And so she's a very good spokesperson for intimate partner violence victims, but also mental health in general. You know, she talks a lot about it. She's very real, right? And relatable.
Oh,
because you just think like,
I
she's
can only
talented
imagine.
and she must be very confident,
Right.
and she is,
Yeah.
she feels good about herself, but has the normal humanity that we all have anyway.
Well, Anna, if you happen to listen to us, I went to watch Into the Woods at the Ashland Shakespeare Festival, and it was good, but it wasn't as good as your movie. So, and pretty much like, I don't know of anything that I've seen her in that I didn't at least like her performance, if not the whole shebang.
Yeah, well, let's. I mean, while we're on let's look up. I'm going to look up on IMDb. She's been in a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna.
I've just enjoyed her performances in everything I've seen her.
Yeah. So, there's a new Paranorman animated.
Wow,
I think
cool.
the Portland-based Leica. Do they make Paranorman? Not sure. Anyway, so but that's upcoming, and she's just one of the voices in it. But
Nice.
if we go through, she was in Twilight. Apparently, I must have seen her in that. She's in a movie called Rocket Science that I really loved. I gave it an 8 out of 10, but I don't remember the movie. But she's probably a smaller part. The big movie I remember her from is Up in the Air.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah, very interesting movie with Clooney, right?
Yeah, very good.
She was in the LCD Sound System music video. I love LCD Sound
I feel
System.
like I remember that.
She was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which I love.
Yes.
She was in 50/50, and she plays a therapist, I believe, in 50/50. That's a true story about a Seattle guy who had cancer, right? And he had a 50/50 chance.
Yeah, right. But you haven't mentioned
She's in Family Guy.
favorite.
She was Nora.
Pitch.
She was in the original Paranorman.
Pitch.
I'm just listing the stuff that I've seen.
Perfect.
And well, we'll get there. She was in End of Watch. I think she was probably one of the wives, if I'm not mistaken. I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
I gave it 8 out of 10. It's about these two cops in LA. Pitch Perfect, which I for whatever reason, she was also in a Ben Folds 5 music video, but Pitch Perfect I do not have rated, which means I don't know if I've ever seen Pitch Perfect.
You might not have.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
She was in a bunch of things that I haven't seen. Oh, she's in this Cups thing.
Yes. Well, because in Pitch Perfect, she does the Cups routine.
Right.
Which
that became like a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Let's see.
My older daughter can do that, like pitch perfect.
Okay. She's in Mr. Right. I think she was the lead in that. I wasn't a huge fan of that movie, not because of her. But my favorite part for her was this movie called Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Ooh.
Have you heard of this?
I don't think so.
It's a comedy, rom-com, and it has Aubrey Plaza,
I love her too.
Zac Efron, and Adam Devine from Workaholics.
This must have been recent then. Or 3 years ago, maybe?
No, 2016.
Oh, wow.
So,
9 years ago.
Zac Efron and Adam Devine need dates, and I think they put like an ad in the newspaper or something, online or something. And Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza play these kind of dirt bags that are hard on cash.
I see.
And weasel their way into
oh my gosh,
these.
I want to see this.
It's a really funny movie. It's really funny. Like Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza play like low-class dirt bags.
I can't believe I didn't see this.
And there's hijinks that ensue. It's really good.
Wait, say the name again. Mike and what?
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Yeah.
Okay.
She was in The Accountant, which I gave a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
The Simple.
Wait, you only gave a 6 to The Accountant?
Yeah, it was fun.
I liked it.
Well, 6 is means she was in A Simple Favor. That's kind of a big movie that she's in. It's her and Blake Lively. I think they're making that into a TV show. Trolls, which I love. She's one of the
my
voices.
gosh, of course. She does an amazing job in that.
Yeah, because, singer, actor.
Yeah.
Stowaway, which I totally forgot until just now looking at it. She's the star in that. It's a realistic sci-fi space station movie.
I have not seen that.
That I gave a 7 out of 10. I liked it. Yeah.
So pretty much good work all overall, let alone all her parts are great.
Yeah. And, she's probably making a lot of money in these movies, so she better be a top-tier patron for a long time. Just joking. All right, let's take a break, and we get back. I have a gift for you, Berto.
Oh, exciting.
All right, we're back from the break. So, I don't know why we talked about animal rights. I think someone emailed in and said, like, how do you feel about animal rights, or how do you just... And
oh, yes, we did. Yes.
Maybe someone listened to our episode about the psychology of vegans or something.
Yes.
And we talked a bit about that. And then we got an email from a guy from PETA. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
And then we reacted to that email.
Right.
And in that episode, you talked about how you are totally digging the vegan veggie life, although you do sometimes eat animals. But the one thing that you missed was brats. You said that. Do you remember saying that?
Bratwurst, yeah.
Then
they mentioned, yes, like I said, that it's my weakness. It's like the kryptonite, Mm-hmm. I don't have it regularly, almost never, but I do love me a good brat.
So,
and unfortunately, the only thing, there's no such thing as a non-pork-based brat, right? Like, never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, so Wes Burdett is his name. He's, I think, a marketing fella who works for PETA. Do you know what PETA stands for?
Protection of environmental transient animals.
Well, so I thought about it when I was posing this question to myself earlier, and I remember it being ethical treatment of animals, but I couldn't remember what the P stood for, and so I had to look it up. Can you imagine what the P would stand for?
People.
Yeah, it is people
for the ethical treatment of animals.
That sounds a little goofy, doesn't it? People for ethical.
Yeah.
Usually it's like association, but anyway, PETA. So he heard you talking about brats,
right?
And actually, had someone, I don't know who, hand deliver not only these veggie brats that look really good, but also all the fixins. He sent
oh my God.
He sent these really great buns and sauerkraut and mustard and onions and he delivered it. He actually delivered it to my parents' house because I was up at my parents' in Bellingham. And when I came back down to Seattle, I forgot them up there. But I remember the brand, so I'm
Let me get this straight. He heard that I like brats.
Yeah.
So he got you brats, and then you forgot the brats.
But in our current timeline, it's before our 17th.
Okay.
And we will have those brats with the exact same configuration.
Oh my God.
We will celebrate afterwards.
I'm drooling already.
Yeah.
Just imagine in person.
He also sent a package. So continue talking on the microphone while I get the package.
Well, I'm going to continue talking about how much I enjoyed the movie Trolls. It is a movie I did not want to watch, but I have, girls. I have 2 girls, and they forced me, and then I loved it.
I love that movie
and I know
too.
all the songs. Of course, I knew the songs already, but I like the covers.
No, but the comedy.
It's so funny, dude.
Bridget
Yes.
is played by the new girl. She was an elf. I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah. You're right.
But she plays kind of an interesting voice in that. But the Bridget, the writing, and also McLovin is the prince or whatever, and he's hilarious. Anyway, it's a really funny cartoon. But so in front of you is a package,
a box
from PETA, and I don't know what's in it. So
is it an animal? Is it live? It's shaking. Do I need to watch my eyes?
Yeah.
Doctor, my eyes.
Okay, so you're digging around. What's that?
Okay, so first of all, there's an envelope.
It's an envelope.
From PETA. I don't know what PETA stands for.
And there's a sticker that says "End Speciesism."
End speciesism. And there's a whole bunch of stickers, actually.
Okay.
Wow. There's
so there's
egg-shaped ones, and there's some cow ones. There's vegan power. There's end speciesism with a mouse, a monkey, and a chimp and a chicken. And then what PETA really stands for. So there's a little pamphlet. Okay, very nice. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. There is a magazine, PETA Global.
So it looks like their publication, their pamphlet that they send out.
And then there is, look at this. There is a beautiful, how do you call these? Kerchief?
Handkerchief?
Kerchief?
I think for dogs, I think, right? You put that around.
Oh, this is for dogs.
Right.
Be a hero for animals. Adopt, don't
shop. Yeah.
I'm reading them backwards, so I can't quite make it up.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. And then there's
2 of them.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, they all have different
things. Yeah, you have 2 dogs and I have 1 dog.
No, they all have the same. Yeah.
So we can
we
divvy them up.
Coincidentally, we have but your dog is so small, I think that kerchief wouldn't.
It'll work. Okay, and then there's a book called Animal Kind.
Okay.
Which is, I imagine, about robots.
It's probably a cookbook.
Oh, yes. Actually had a...
Just joking.
That is
okay.
A dark joke, but I love it. They have tigers and bears and
so it's a book about not being unethical to animals.
Right. Remarkable discoveries about animals and revolutionary new ways to show them compassion. Sounds extremely interesting. By Ingrid Newkirk and Gene Stone. Oh my gosh. And then there is coffee, creamer, and a coffee mug. The bag broke.
So I wonder if it's so how does coffee harm humans, I wonder?
Well, I don't know.
Or not humans, animals.
Okay, so there is a almond and coconut creamer. I don't know does it? This says no, this is just
I mean, there is ethical
This is
coffee.
ground coffee.
There is, but usually we're thinking about environmentalism.
I think it's more like the creamer is non.
Oh, okay.
And then feed 2 birds with 1 scone. PETA.
Oh yeah. So the podcast I listened to, TBTL, they went on a jag a couple years ago where they were looking up the other ways in which you can say these idioms. Instead of 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh.
Which promotes this notion of like killing animals.
Birds, yeah.
You can say
feed 2 birds.
Feed 2 birds with 1 scone.
Hey.
And there were other ones, and Luke and Andrew on TBTL would occasionally unironically use some of these phrases.
That's nice. And then there's also a wonderful mug cup.
Yeah, it looks like it's a coffee cup.
Like a tea, more like tea. Maybe?
Yeah, tea because it's see-through. Yeah, why is tea always in a see-through cup?
It's it goes back thousands of years, Kirk.
Is that everything?
And I think that's it.
Okay.
I think I've dug deep.
Thank you.
Wow, this is amazing.
Thank you, Wes.
Yeah.
From the People's Republic of Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Right.
and we will absolutely promote your business or your organization because I've heard some stories about PETA representatives doing some silly things that I'm like, that's a little extreme. I'm guessing those are just the ones that rise to the top in terms of the news. My impression of PETA is that they're doing a lot of good work and that it's important work, and I think we should all give it some thought. I personally am not vegan or vegetarian, but I am absolutely a proponent of ethical treatment of animals. Even in the process of consuming them, there are ways to have, at least in my opinion, animals that are treated well up until the point of slaughter. And all that would mean is that it costs a little bit more, not much more. And there have been analyses. There's this YouTube channel I watch called Climate Town, and I believe this is what I'm pulling from. They did a whole research gathering analysis of how much it would cost to have ethical farming of chicken or pigs or something, and it would raise the price of, say, like a brat or something by like 20 cents or something.
Jeez, that's unacceptable.
Yeah. It's not like it would, because that's what the opponents will say. It's like
triple the price.
Yeah, and it won't, especially when you get the economies of scale up in order. So yeah, there's just so many horrific things that if people knew, they would demand change, and people just don't talk about it. They're in denial of it. There's a lot of money involved that will suppress that knowledge, and so PETA is doing good work.
My only complaint against PETA is that they sometimes send the vegan brats to the wrong people. That's my only complaint.
Okay, so switching gears, Berto, I have another gift for you.
What?
This is a multi-gift episode.
Oh, my goodness.
So riff on the microphone while I get it.
All right. Well, one time I was alone in a bar by myself, and I was like, where's the bartender? I need to order a drink. And the bartender was like, I'm not here. You're all alone.
So I wasn't paying attention to that joke, but this is not that, it's not an amazing, but I needed to give you this stuff because we're coming up on the 17th. And I don't think you have 17 T-shirts of our merch. So I just got you a bunch of shirts.
Ooh.
Or actually, Stacy got you a bunch of...
Classic color.
Yeah. And there's also a number of mugs that...
Ooh.
So Stacy, when she designs a new mug, she'll get a sample to kind of make sure that it is up to snuff.
Even more deserving listeners.
So those mugs are... I don't know if you need mugs in your house. Because sometimes people have too many mugs.
Yeah.
But I figure
mugs are welcome. Ooh, this is a beautiful blue color, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like cerulean.
So list the types of shirts just so that people out there
can... one of them is the nice sky blue, classic Psychology in Seattle sky blue with Psychology in Seattle in white font. Very nice. Clean. So fresh and so clean. The other one is also Psychology in Seattle, but the color is...
Is it black?
Dark green or is this...
I can't tell.
Forest. It's forest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like dark green.
All right.
By the way, my wife and I get into arguments all the time because she's lacking, I swear, in some color sensing when it comes to shirts. And so she would call this black. I'm like, no, that's dark green. All right. And then, oh my gosh, don't be a jerk face. With the rising sun, the sun also rises. Beautiful color scheme.
Yeah.
I love this color scheme. Oh, nice. Yes. So I bought this red leather jacket.
So that's a Humberto specific merch item.
Yes. Classic. And a pink. I think this is a different color. Yeah,
that's a pink one.
So
this is the Berto quotes. Yeah.
Berto quotes.
There's your face and there's all the...
Here's the point. I grow on people. No. Wait. I love it. And then take care of yourself because you deserve it.
But it's like a winter
and
themed.
it's winter with the nice little snowflakes and the beautiful blue color as well.
Yeah. Because we're snowflakes.
We are snowflakes. What is that supposed to mean?
So
you just hurt my feelings.
So yeah, that's your gift. Now I want to do something else that is non-psychology podcast related.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell you the recent IMDb ratings that I've given. So we can just sort of talk about some things. I recently rewatched Executive Decision with Kurt Russell from 1990s.
I remember that. Wait, doesn't that have
Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal, yes.
But he dies early.
Yes,
And-
because they couldn't work with him. They had to change the script a bit.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I thought that what I saw was that the writer and the director wanted Steven Seagal as one of the main characters to die, so that it raised the stakes. It gave you the sense like anyone could die.
Yeah, I mean that, and it did that effectively. I just also read or saw a video or whatever that Steven Seagal is apparently notoriously difficult to work with. He's got a big ego and stuff. So
yeah, and he didn't like being killed off early, but they had to convince him. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Maybe I should demote that to 5 out of 10.
It was fun though. I liked it.
But it's not a ridiculous movie.
It's not a ridiculous.
It's got some ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not like a Rambo movie. Right. Stacey and I saw The Naked Gun, the new one.
Oh wait, what?
There's a new one.
Right. I forgot I saw a poster for it.
Yeah. So it absolutely delivers.
It does?
As what it's advertised to. Yeah. And I chuckled numerous times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate? No, it's like rated R probably. Or...
PG-13.
Oh, PG-13?
I don't know if it would be appropriate for kids.
Okay.
I rewatched The Flash from a couple years ago. The one with, what's his face?
You mean DC? Like The Flash?
Yeah, The Flash. Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
And I remember liking it.
I still haven't seen that movie.
And then it got totally panned by critics and fans.
Okay.
I think, I don't know, maybe people didn't like it, but it has this ending that is really goofy because it has like the multiverse kind of thing. And it leans into some of the jokes. Like apparently Nick Cage was supposed to play a Superman.
Yeah.
And so one of the alternate universes, there's a computer version of Nicolas Cage as and it's like, okay, we get it. But ignoring those, and it's a pretty goofy thing that they do, honestly. But I find that Ezra Miller, barring his personal problems and his crimes on humans, I find he's a perfect Flash character. I
liked him in the Justice League.
Right. They go to an alternate universe where they do an homage, or, they have Michael Keaton, Batman.
Yeah.
And it works. It's fan service, but it kind of makes sense. And it is canon that the Flash can span time because he can go so fast. And they don't do too much of the time travel silliness. And I think it's well made, well written. Do you know much about the Flashpoint storyline? Or no, I don't know anything. Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, but I guess I should so that I can.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. I think originally I gave it 7, and I rewatched it recently and gave it 8 out of 10. I think it's good. I rewatched Shazam from 2019. And I think I
enjoyed that movie. I
gave it a 6 out of 10. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10 initially, but I watched it again and I was like, it's okay. It's good. I rewatched Tombstone, another Kurt Russell movie.
Oh my gosh. So Tombstone, my brother and I love that movie so much. We rewatched it recently. It is like every line in that movie is awesome. The ending narratively falls apart a bit, but I don't mind. I still love it. I love every line in that movie. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I don't know if you're referring to the montage in which Kurt Russell is killing all these people.
Well, that, but also
because it's a true story up until that.
They had a lot of other storylines that they cut, and so there'll be some awkward things where, like, remember the what's the guy from Titanic, Billy Zane?
Zane, yeah.
There was more to that storyline, and there was also a bit more with some of the other characters, and so some of the edits don't make as much sense towards the second half of the movie, but I don't care. Yeah. I love it.
So when I saw it in 1993 in the theaters, I think I liked it and gave it like a 6 or something. I rewatched it like 5 or 6 years ago and thought it was the stupidest, most cheesiest movie I'd ever seen, and I gave it a 1. But I rewatched it again and gave it a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
I don't know what. I had a very similar thing that happened with The Untouchables.
Okay.
With Kevin Costner and Robert De Niro and Sean Connery and what's his face? Garcia.
Andy Garcia.
I liked it when it came out, saw it in the theaters, gave it probably 6, 7 out of 10. Rewatched it 5 or 10 years ago, thought it was the dumbest, most cheesiest, gave it a 1.
Oh my God.
Rewatched it recently, Untouchables, and gave it like a 7.
That's funny.
So I don't know what I was going through at the time.
In a bad mood.
Yeah. Another movie that kind of had a swing is The Proposition. It's an Australian movie. Australian Wild West movie. Like
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it has what's his face from Memento, Guy Pearce, and Ray Winstone as well, Emily Watson. But it's a grim movie.
Okay.
And very gritty, and it's kind of like a Wild West, but again in Australia. And there's an Aboriginal, instead of Native Americans, there's an Aboriginal kind of element in it. And when I first saw it, I thought it was like, and it's sort of artsy. I thought it was like a perfect movie. I think I literally gave it a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
I rewatched it last month, and I don't know if I was high at the time or something, but I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's fine. Okay. It's got some pretty boring moments. I saw the new Fantastic Four movie. Have you seen it?
I've not seen it.
It's fine. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Did you see the Superman?
I did see Superman.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah. I enjoyed the Superman.
How many Bertos would you give out of 10?
I mean, it was like a 7, but it was highly enjoyable for me.
I gave it an 8, which is pretty high for me.
I might bump it up to an 8 if I see it again, because the thing is this: I would have cut it a little bit. It was a little long, and some of the last stuff but it was funny. It was a different take on Superman that we'd ever seen. It felt a lot more like a comic book in a good way. Lex Luthor was amazing. It was good.
Yeah. And I had seen the previews and had heard that James Gunn was having us jump right in the middle of things, and there were a lot of characters.
Yeah, they weren't doing the same, which I also appreciated. Like, we've seen the origin.
Right. We don't need to see that again.
Let's move on.
But I was really concerned that this was going to be bloated like a lot of other Marvel movies where they cram in too many spin-off characters. And it did have a lot of characters. It did. But it somehow worked.
Yeah, well, but he's done that before, right? Like, Guardians has a lot of characters, too.
Yeah, but you could argue that the core 5 characters, and one of them is a tree that only says, I am Groot, and so there's not a lot of character development. So really, it's 4 characters, and Drax is pretty one-dimensional. So, but to have Quill and... what's her name?
Well, but it's those 4. But then they have the guy with the arrow. You know.
Yeah, but those characters are pretty minor, but similar, right?
Yeah.
So the Superman. I just thought I loved it. It was like the reason. Now I also subsequently rewatched the Man of Steel. You know, the other one
you and I liked that no one else liked, right?
Yeah, and thought they're also good, but not as good as the Superman. Like the Man of Steel one.
Oh wait, is the one you and I liked that no one else liked was Batman versus Superman.
Right. But also, and before that was Man of Steel. Yeah, right. So it was Man of Steel, then it was Batman v Superman, and then it was Justice League. Right. I actually like the Snyder cut of Justice League.
I haven't seen the Snyder cut. Isn't it like very long? Like
it's a lot longer, but I think it improves the movie a lot actually. And they actually changed the ending. Anyway, I also rewatched Black Panther. I loved that movie when it came out. Gave it an 8 out of 10. Rewatching it, I gave it a 7 out of 10, but it has lost, upon rewatch, it has lost a lot of the luster. There was something about that movie when it came out in 2018 that it just, it's in the middle of Black Lives Matter. It was the first time we'd ever seen anything like this before. It was in the midst of the MCU at the height of its game. It just had all this magic around the movie, and rewatching it now, it just feels like, it's good.
I was never on the Panther train. I watched it with Mitch when it came out, and we both felt the same. We felt it had promise. It starts off well. The whole last, 25% of the movie, I didn't enjoy that much. I thought the final battle was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I probably would have given it a 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
probably 6. But I felt alone.
But a lot of people were talking about it like it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. People, I mean, to this day, people will fight me over that.
I watched the Minecraft movie.
Oh God, I couldn't.
Chicken Jockey.
I tried to watch it. I watched with my kid. We got like 20 minutes in, maybe. First of all, in general, I hate narrations. Like, if a movie starts with a narration, I'm already feeling like I don't like it.
Adaptation is one big narration.
Yes, but that's different.
But it's not that you hate narration or voiceover.
Well, no,
you just like bad narration.
Well, because generally it's
the beginning of Fellowship to the Ring, when Kate Blanchett's character.
That's different, and Dune and stuff. That's different.
You just don't
Those
like
are
you like
planned
bad.
and specific.
You like bad one. You like bad
yeah, but because usually
because I don't like it when people just blast voiceover. They're like, oh, exposition, and it's like, no, you just like when it's not executed well.
But because usually, like in freaking the bad version of Blade Runner, usually it's done as a crutch. And that's when I don't like it. But when it's done as a cool presentation of a thing, fine. In this case, it's terrible to start with.
Well, also so I gave it a 3 out of 10 because it had some moments for me, and the parts of Minecraft movie that I liked, that I didn't think were amazing, but I thought were fine, was when the characters were interacting. When they were doing the fighting and the evil queen and all that kind of stuff, it was so boring.
Yeah.
Now, maybe for Minecraft fans...
No. See, do you play Minecraft?
I have.
Okay. Because for me, one of the things is it didn't feel like Minecraft. First of all, visually, it didn't look like Minecraft. Maybe it looks like some mod out there that you can make it look horrible like that. But to me, it didn't look like Minecraft. Minecraft is meant to look darker. It's meant to look less
more 8-bit.
Grotesque.
Also just more 8-bit.
Yeah. I mean, anyways, I could go on and on. But the main thing for me is, 1, it didn't feel like Minecraft. 2, the humor was
But how do you make
basic.
a movie how do you make a story out of the...
I thought about this. This would have been cool. Like, see, one of the things, Valheim had this too, but Minecraft has it in this more kid way, I suppose. But one of the things that I think is so great about Minecraft when you get started in survival mode is that feeling of, threat and desolation and discovery and all these kinds of things. And darkness, frankly, darkness. You encounter some mysterious dark things. It's not a goofy, pie in the face, crazy whack-a-mole thing. No, it's not. And so I would have taken it a little more seriously in that sense and actually like explored what that darkness and that feeling of foreboding and things does. And you can still add humor in a movie like that, but I don't know. I would have taken it more seriously.
I watched the new season of It's Always Sunny. Did you watch it yet?
I've watched 2 episodes. I haven't finished the season.
So the season's short. I think it's only like 8 episodes. And it's a return to form. If you've been following the seasons in the past 3 or 4 years, they've veered away from
They definitely veered. I still like it a lot.
I didn't like the Ireland season.
I liked it just fine, but
there
it's
were
very different.
There are people that are freaking out about this current season. I liked it. And there are a couple episodes where I would put it definitely like in the top.
Wait, freaking out because they don't like it?
Freaking out because they like it.
Oh, because they like it.
Like there's this one where Mac and Dad has become EMTs that people are just like freaking out about, or at least on the subreddit.
Right.
I follow the It's Always Sunny subreddit. And that episode, it wasn't a favorite of mine, but there's about 4 or 5 of the episodes where it absolutely is like the old days.
I'm excited. The only problem is the first episode threw me off because I don't know that other show they did a crossover with.
Yeah, it's not a cross. Right. So one of them is on that actual show.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I think so.
It's a school show or something.
Right.
And so that when the episode started...
AP Bio, I think it's called.
Right. So when the episode started, I thought it was just... That's the thing.
That's not a good episode. That's not a good episode.
Right. And so that threw me because I was like, am I not getting the joke?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until almost the end where my wife goes like, well, no, I think this is another show. And I'm like... Right. Oh, I see.
Right. So that wasn't a good episode, but there's a few that are good. Yeah. All right. So that along those
And you
lines,
haven't seen Weapons.
I haven't seen Weapons. So without spoiling anything, just give your overall
Rating.
vibe, feeling. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I loved it. I knew nothing about it. In fact, okay, that's not fair. I had seen the preview, and I didn't really want to see it because of the preview. And the movie basically starts with the preview. The thing you see in the preview is basically how the movie starts. And when that started, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. But that was not true. And by the way, spoiler alert, it's because it starts with a narration, so I was already like, but no, it's so good. It is told in a very cool storytelling way. I won't say much. It is also creepy in a non-cheesy way and psychologically impactful.
Yeah.
The characters are great.
For people like me that don't like horror movies, we were talking off mic, and you said that you thought you might actually like it.
Yeah. It is definitely a horror movie, but it's not, and the other thing I like about it is it doesn't keep escalating in crazy weird magic and shit like that.
I've heard it's up to interpretation, but is it annoyingly up to interpretation? The meaning or the ending or something?
Only if
Don't
you're
spoil
someone.
it.
No. Only if you're someone that needs everything like fully explained and defined. If you go with the core,
but it's not like The Lighthouse.
No, nowhere near. Okay. There's no. There is a core premise that you have to just buy into. Otherwise, you should just walk out of the movie. But they don't veer from that core premise.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I really want to see it.
And so,
but
overall,
I know Stacy. She hates.
Right.
Like she'll have nightmares for weeks. So
no, and it's very gory.
Yeah. But I need to go by myself.
I will give it a 9.
You saw it twice without me.
I've seen it twice without you.
Which I'll grant you because it's a horror movie-ish, so you wouldn't normally.
No, especially because the first time my brother bought 2 tickets and he invited me. So blame my brother for not inviting you. And then the second time is because another friend of mine, Tara, she is the person I would have gone see that movie with because, like it's the kind of movie she would actually love, and I didn't invite her to that first time, so I felt guilty. So then we went.
I mean, you bring this up, but Tara was a partner of Ron who died.
Yes, and he would have loved this.
Right.
movie.
So was it kind of that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's often times where I go to a movie or a music thing, and I'm like, yep, this would have been with Ron. Yeah, this was definitely one of them.
Yeah,
for sure. But I give it a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that on the end of the season of It's Always Sunny, I think season 17.
Don't spoil it.
Well, it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
But it's a title card where they say in memory of, and I can't remember her name, but she's the one who plays Charlie's mom.
Oh, so she passed away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it gave me a chance to look up her career.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that she played a part in American Graffiti when she was like a teenager or a young adult. And she is one, have you seen it? So we watched American Graffiti.
I either have never seen it or I saw it as a teenager in Colombia.
It still holds up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like action packed, but it's not like an old movie that gets boring.
Sure.
It's pretty good. And
it's like a Harrison Ford coming of age situation.
No, it's more like Dazed and Confused.
Okay.
Where it's like 30 different characters.
Okay.
I mean,
lots of situational.
And it's one night,
Got it.
before the main character, Richard Dreyfuss, I think he goes off to college. I'm not sure, but and there's a lot of they're cruising in this 50s town,
Wow.
Anyway, and
wait, what year was Graffiti?
early 70s.
Early 70s.
It was before Star Wars.
Jaws.
So it's Lucas.
Yeah, I know. But Dreyfuss was in Jaws, so I'm wondering if it was okay.
But he's supposed to be a high school student at this point. But anyway, so George Lucas had this huge hit with American Graffiti, and the that's why he was able to make Star Wars
Right.
with a huge budget. It was because the studio was like, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Right.
And he's like, well, I have this thing. And I think he might have also made THX after American. Anyway, point is that.
I thought, because THX was like a school project.
Right. So maybe I have that wrong. But.
Or maybe because he had the short.
Yeah.
Maybe then he made it into a full.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then that flopped.
Right.
Anyway. So the mom, Charlie's mom on It's Always Sunny, she plays this, teenager girl as the cruising people in the show. And when I look at those two faces, I cannot see the resemblance
Oh my gosh.
between when she was a kid and when she was an adult. But there's a transition time where
Okay.
she was a frequent character. She was a frequent actor on Laverne and Shirley.
Oh.
You're too young to be.
I remember Laverne and Shirley.
But in my household
Okay.
and for my age, because Laverne and Shirley's on when I'm like 7 or 8
wasn't that a spin-off
of Happy Days.
of
Yeah.
Happy Days? Yeah.
And so Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley were must-see TV. I think it was Thursday night, 7 and 7:30. And my whole family would watch it, and I was right in the demo.
Nice.
And I love Laverne and Shirley. I even loved it when they went to L.A. They had like later seasons.
don't remember
where they go to L.A. And the woman who died, It's Always Sunny, she played various different characters
In
on
that show.
And I watched this YouTube sort of
like a
mashup of it.
compilation.
Yeah, and she often played like bimbos, as Laverne would call them.
What was her name?
I can't remember her name. But I put her in my database of people who died, notable people to me. Lynn Marie Stewart.
Lynn Marie Stewart.
Other people who have died: Jimmy Swaggart, the preacher.
Oh, really?
Michael
Wow.
Michael Madsen, Mr.
I know. I was so sad.
Graham Greene. He was the Native American actor in. He was in a lot of things, but most notably to me anyway, I remember him from Dances with Wolves.
Oh, okay. I've never
Tatonkin.
seen Dances with Wolves. Wait,
You've never seen Dances with Wolves?
no. I did see. I never saw The Last of the Mohicans.
Oh, that's another.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Very different movies, though.
Yeah.
Terrence Stamp died. He was General Zod.
Right.
Jim Lovell, the astronaut from the actual Apollo 13. Danielle Spencer, the actor from What's Happening. I think she played the younger sister.
Okay.
So that's another show that you probably missed as well. Given your
I
age.
remember it, but I didn't watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan,
Yep.
Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
And by the way, Ozzy Osbourne had like this final goodbye concert, and then he died shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malcolm Jamal Warner from
Right.
Cosby Show. Connie Francis, the singer.
Wait, who was that?
Connie Francis was like a 60s. You know her songs, actually. Let's sing them. Let's see. Maybe Pretty Little Baby, Stupid Cupid, Wishing It Was You, Lipstick on Your Collar. I know you've heard them.
Lipstick on your collar,
Let's see, who else?
pretty little baby.
Sly Stone.
Oh.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Damn.
Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Right.
George Wendt from Cheers.
Oh.
Norm.
Norm, yeah.
Pope Francis.
Norm was also in all the Toy Stories.
Yep. That's the pig.
Right.
Val Kilmer died.
Oh, right.
This is all 2025. George Foreman, the boxer, and
shit.
seller of a grill.
Foreman Grills.
Roberta Flack, the singer.
Oh.
Gene Hackman.
Oh.
Did you hear about how he died?
Yes, we talked about. I think we talked.
we did?
Yeah, it was so horrible. So horrible.
David Lynch.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, when did? How did I forget this?
I thought we made an episode about
We
it.
might have. Yeah, you did. We did, and we reviewed his best movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Astrid Kirchner from the Beatles, early Beatles. Astrid.
Oh, Astrid.
The one who took the
Yeah.
picture and invented the Beatle haircut.
Stu Sutcliffe was.
Stuart Sutcliffe.
Wasn't she his girlfriend for a bit? Or? Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. And let's
Oh man.
let this episode die and put it on the list. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because
You deserve it.